Think about it. Your inner hero is nothing more than the best version of you. I use silly analogies, I know. Inner villain, inner hero, what are we like, 7? And these are cartoon characters. But isn't it easy to remember? Like when you're thinking of making the phone call and you go, I don't know if I should. You can go, oh, wait a minute. The inner villain's in charge right now. I'm not letting that happen. Let me evoke and let me bring the inner hero to light. And I've been saying these silly analogies, probably that when I've been studying this forever, but for over a decade I've been using that. And I'll still say to myself, like, how can I let the villain be in charge today? Because the villain, I want to tell you this, the villain will always fight to be in charge. You got to know that. And especially if this is a shift for you. Maybe you didn't even realize that you let this inner villain be in control of you. The phone conversations you have, the focus that you have, the belief you have, playing scared, waiting for someone else to fix it. You didn't even know that this villain was in charge. So now, all of a sudden you go, you're not in charge anymore. The villain's like, oh, wait a minute. I've been nesting in here for a while. I'm coming back strong. Will the villain fight harder? Absolutely. Will the villain look for more proof? Way more. And that's why in this section, I want to go really deep on the 2 factors necessary to become that achiever that you want, to create the success you want, to let the hero be in charge. Those 2 things are your state of mind and your confidence level. Think about that, right? We know your state of mind and your confidence. Have you ever done anything absolutely outstanding with a crappy state of mind and low confidence? You're like, no, I don't want to do that now. I'll talk to him later. No, the relationship's fine. You know, I should just be happy with this job. Who the hell am I to think I could start my own business or scale my own thing? No, screw the heck with that, right? That's the way we talk when our state of mind is down and our confidence is down. So what we have to do is find skills. We have to remember, we have to have a framework that when our wrong state of mind comes in, when our lack of confidence comes down, remember I told you earlier, and I believe this with all of me, confidence isn't on a scale of 0 to 100. If your confidence is at 95%, in my opinion, you play small. You're not playing into your full potential. You're playing into your fears, and you just hesitate, right? Think of the old saying, he who hesitates or she who hesitates loses, right? Couldn't be more dead on accurate. When you hesitate, you miss those opportunities. You already have. You know you've already missed opportunities. You've already played too small. Come on. You know you have, right? It doesn't matter where you are. I know so many of you are massively successful. So you're all successful in your own right. So please know when I say that. But you know you've played small. And what if you could put a face and a name, or not really a face, but a name to that thing, that person that's held you back? It's not that you're lazy. It's not that you're a procrastinator. It's not that it's the wrong time in history. It's not just because your husband or your wife doesn't support you. It's because it sinks, because we're in control. Nobody, you know, what have we talked about? We're either the thermostat or the thermometer, right? And if the greatest gift I would love for each of you to have is to leave being more of the thermostat. Like, no, today I'm adjusting the temperature. There ain't nobody telling me what degree to put this on. There's nobody telling me what to do. I love the people around me, love my family, husband, wife, mom, dad, love them all. But they're not adjusting me. Like, you know what? I just thought of this, and I'm going to do it myself, is like you get a picture of a thermostat, and it's like you picture no one else can touch it except you. Like, do not touch. It's for Tracy or Jean or Kristen or Margarita or Tara, or any of you watching right now. That's who's in control. No one else gets to adjust that. And when we do that, we get to build that state of mind and confidence. You know, I have to tell you a story about confidence. A dear friend of mine, Richard Rossi, really sweet guy, and just a good dude, good father, good husband, good leader, had a company where he helped highly achieving high school students from all around the country, and I'm here in America, and several times a year he would fly them to Washington, D.C. for this 2-week immersive next level life, just, you know, achievers, right? And really help them see life, and they'd go visit the Capitol building, they'd do all this cool stuff, but they really taught these kids how to go to another level, and it was massively successful. Ran that company for many, many years, and he ended up selling it. He's got another great company now. And I said to him one day, I'm like, what is the common thread? Now, here's a guy, several decades of seeing the highest performing, and sometimes it wasn't the highest grades, it was the highest performing high school students that were nominated by their teachers. So think about that. Teachers nominated these kids to go to this special 2-week immersive training. And I said to him, what was the common thread? And he goes, Dean, I'm so glad you asked me that, because it was something I was obsessed on for all these years doing it, and it wasn't what I expected. Because I have to tell you, I'm watching and I'm expecting the kids that are nominated have the best grades. The kids that are nominated come from the best side of town because their parents are, kids that are nominated maybe didn't have abuse. The kids are, and he said, I would have guessed a million factors. He goes, hands down, after a couple decades of doing this, I know exactly what the one common thread for every kid that gets nominated. Confidence. He goes, not like cockiness, like arrogant, like rude kids that walk in and go, everybody, I'm here. He goes, no, just this level of confidence. Like you'd see this room and he's like, it's something I always want. I want my children to have. He's got adult children now. He's like, I want to do everything in my power to give my kids the power to invoke confidence, because it allows people to make the decisions. Listen, when you're confident, you say no to the thing that you should have said no to a long time ago. And as I say that, you're thinking about something. You have confidence, you say yes to the thing you should have said yes to a long time ago. You choose you. You choose your next level. You choose who you're supposed to be when you have confidence. So that's why this is so important. And think about the villain in charge and how the confidence process gets destroyed. So I was trying to think of this natural evolution, like the slide that you could see yourself going down the wrong path. Because I could say, this robs your confidence, right? We talked about negative news and all the things that feeds the villain. It also kills the confidence. But I was also thinking there's a slippery slope, right? So think about this. If you're excited about what could be, right? You're starting the new business. You're going to build a team. You're going to go into the knowledge industry. You're going to share what you know. You're going to open up 3 more pizza restaurants. I don't know what it is, but you're doing something and you feel amazing, like excited for what could be. You're looking at that compelling future. You want to just make it bigger. And then all of a sudden your subconscious, when your villain's in charge, starts to want to protect you. Oh, damn, Kimberly's dreaming again. Okay, let's get some proof. Let's keep her safe, okay? Inner villain type stuff, right? And then all of a sudden, your brain shifts. And you can let me know if you've ever done this. You can write it down if you have. Your brain shifts and starts focusing on what could go wrong. But if I do that, my friends and family are going to think I'm stupid that I tried. What if I give up my job and then the money doesn't come in? Then I can't pay my bills, and then I can't pay my mortgage, and then I won't be able to take care of my kids. And then, like somebody said snowball. You snowball, Joe said, you snowball down this hill. You start focusing on what could go wrong. And then all of a sudden, you don't, if you're like driving a car, you're not looking forward anymore. Then your subconscious goes into overdrive and you start looking in your rear view mirror backwards on things you tried before. You know, I tried that own business thing 10 years ago. I tried network marketing. I tried to do an online business, right? Remember the last time we tried? It's like you're having a conversation with that subconscious, like, oh yeah, we tried and we failed. Or remember, you were lazy last time. You procrastinated last time. People didn't believe in you last time. You failed last time. And now all of a sudden you're stacking it up. And then what do? You start looking around for other people who failed. Who's ever done this? I have to tell you. I drive. I think I shared this earlier, but I had a Mercedes, and then I went to a Tesla, which I loved that Tesla. But something about, I'm just getting simpler. Like, I can't wear anything but a gray t-shirt. I don't know, it's almost impossible for me to put anything else on. I wear a watch only because my wife gave it to me as a wedding gift, right? I'm just getting simpler. And I sold those, and right now I drive a white Ford pickup truck. It's got cool wheels on it. It's a fancy truck, but I love it. Like, absolutely love it. It's a favorite thing. Now, when I got this, it's because Jeremy, who's been working with me for a decade, and a dear friend's got a great truck. My brother-in-laws both have the same truck, and it just looks so cool, but I didn't see anybody else's except their 3, right? So I get my brother-in-law to help me find the truck. I help him get me really cool wheels on it. I'm like, get me unique wheels, get me unique tires. I want white, but I want like wine color interior, because if I sold everything. It's all I drive is this truck. I'm like, I got a cool white Ford pickup that nobody's got, right? And what happened the first time I went down the street? Everybody has a white Ford pickup truck. Everybody has a white Ford pickup truck with the same tires and wheels as I do. Like literally, I'll come to my office and there's two people that work for me. I didn't even notice that they had exactly the same trucks. They probably think I copied them, right? Because our subconscious, until we look for it, we don't recognize it's there. So what happens in this slippery slope, right? You're excited, then your subconscious wants to protect you. You focus on what could go wrong. You look backwards on the things that want, and all of a sudden you start looking through the lens of other people who failed. Oh, she tried that business. Dana tried that, didn't work out. That's right. Like you're noticing the white Ford pickup trucks. You're noticing what could go wrong. So you're gathering proof. And then what happens? Self-doubt starts to come in. Yeah, this probably won't work. And all of a sudden, your confidence goes from 98% when you felt amazing about moving forward, drops down to about 90, and guess what happens? You hesitate. You stop. You back up. And you miss out. And you stay status quo. Doesn't mean your life falls miserably and you fall off a cliff and everything's gone. You just go back to who you were, and you stay there. That is a path. That is not a path for someone else, and I've never experienced. I've been on that path a million times. How do you think I could recognize that path? Why do you think I wanted to take the time to go down that path with you? Fix the end result problem, you find the root cause.